Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new on this channel, my name is Chisom and I'm a software engineer and YouTuber based in Lagos. If you're not new, good to have you back. So I actually wanted to leave for an event, but I'm like, okay, let me just sit here and do like a video where I'll be talking about some very interesting stuff. So today is going to be a different kind of video, not really a tech video. It's going to be like a story time where I'm going to be telling you guys how I moved out of my parents' house at 21. So if you like to listen to all those fun stories, interesting stories, stick to the end of this video. So people move out for a couple of reasons. People move out because they got married. People move out probably because they got a new job. People move out for school. People relocate. But for me, it was for work. I remember when I got my offer letter, it was so evident that I needed to move out. Like, it wasn't like a debate or anything that, oh, we should go, we should not go. It was so evident. And at that moment, I started having mixed feelings. I was like, oh my God, I didn't think this would come early. I didn't think that I would experience this early. Everything was just happening so fast, right? And when everything was put in place, the D-Day finally came. I had gotten a house by that time. I used like all these property sites, Nigerian Property Center, to look for a place. I wasn't in Lagos at that time because I was moving to Lagos. I wasn't in Lagos at that time, but I used this website. I had my uncle check the house out for me, and we paid for the place, and I mean the rest was history. I got my apartment, right? And the good thing about this apartment was that I didn't need to start looking for chair and mattress and curtain. Everywhere was fully set up, so it was just God's doing, honestly. And so everything was okay. We had to fly to Lagos. I and my dad followed me, which was a blessing because he helped me set up really well. So we had to fly. The day that we had to leave, I was to leave the house. I was so excited, but I had mixed feelings. I was feeling sad at the same time. I mean, there's so many feelings all the time in my head. I was trying not to cry. I think I cried. I was saying goodbye to like my siblings, my mom, my dad was with me. So, and so when I got to Lagos, my dad left obviously because he can't stay here for a very long time. So I was just on my own. And I think to today, I'm like a year and 6 months in Lagos, and I've learned a couple of things. I've grown, I've made mistakes, I've flopped. So I'm here to share all those things I've learned in this video. First is finances. The first thing you have to address when you're staying alone are your finances. If you don't tell your money where to go to, your money is going to carry its legs and fly away from your bank account. So there's so many things you need to put in place. You have to put in your budget, you have to put in your savings, you have to put in the money you're going to splurge on several things. There's so many people splurge on so many things. People splurge on food, clothes, hair, makeup for girls, people splurge on travel. So you need to know exactly where you're splurging on and how you're saving your income and how you're budgeting for your income. I would say I was very lucky because before I came to Lagos, I started reading a book, Smart Money Woman. Let me see if I can get the book. So I started reading this book, Smart Money Woman by Arese. This was a very relatable book for me because this book is a story of Zuri. Zuri is a 9-to-5 girl based in Lagos. And I could relate to everything that happened to Zuri in this book when she had to budget for her rent, budget for her feeding, but so many things to learn from Zuri in this book. And when I got to Lagos, I went to Epano and I saw the part 2 of this book. And so I got the part 2 of this book and I read, this was like a smart money tribe talking about like women that are trying to grow their finances in Lagos. So this book taught me how to budget. This book taught me how to put my money into several categories. This book taught me how to make smart investments. It's a really lovely book. So yeah, that's all for like finances. So watch YouTube videos, read more books, ask for experiences of others, and just keep learning. Learn how to grow your money, learn how to save money for the right reasons, learn how to invest money, and also learn how to spend wisely. It's not everything that you buy at the end of the day. It's feeding. I call Lagos a home of food. There's food everywhere in Lagos. There's food on boats, there's food on Uber, there's Jumia food, there's Global, there's Child Deck. I mean, if you're sleeping at night by 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. and you need food delivered to your doorstep, best believe there's a dispatch rider ready to deliver that food. So what I'm saying is have a budget for feeding. Don't keep yourself from going out to have fun with your friends, going out for like dinings and all that stuff. If you can afford it, go ahead, but have a budget for food. Know how you stock on food. If you're a bulk buyer, go ahead and bulk food up in your house, but I would not recommend because most ends up getting bad. So cook as much as you eat. I love cooking. I'm someone that would rather eat my own food before eating someone else's food. So I'm a big fan of my kitchen. I'm always in my kitchen cooking really nice dishes to eat. So feeding is something you should keep in check. Getting for feeding and other stuff comes to play. Third is discipline, having discipline with your morals, understanding where you're coming from. You could like going to church, and there's some days that I feel like I don't feel like going to church, and I would lie, I stream services sometimes. Most of the time, try to like put yourself up and attend service. Those morals that you grew up with. Staying alone, when you're staying alone, it's very easy for you to dump them. It's very easy for you to stay alone and be like, oh, nobody's staying with me, nobody's forcing me to go to church, so I won't go to church. I mean, everything still depends on you, but discipline is something that you should have. Discipline to little things, discipline to clean your house, discipline to make your bed, discipline to make everywhere look very hygienic. But friendships too helps. Having a good friendship circle that can keep you company, having somebody or some set of people that you can run to if you're having like any issues, if you're just feeling down, if you want to hang out. Hanging out is cool, hanging out is very good. If you have good friends, there's so many places to go to in Lagos. Have fun, come back home and just feel happy. Another thing I want to point is that when you're staying alone, you're going to feel very lonely. And even the funny part, when you're feeling lonely, nobody cares because people have things to do. And most of the time, I would advise that sometimes I feel very lonely and bored, not because I don't have anything to do, but because I'm just tired of doing what I'm doing. Like, I just want to do something new. So I just try to watch Netflix, see if I can learn anything or two. Try to like find happiness, with yourself. I'm not a motivational speaker. Try to be alone and still be happy because it's definitely going to come. And lastly, I don't want to blab too much. Health and wellness. Try to go for checkup. Try to go to the hospital. If you have like checkup days, try to follow that. Check your eyes, check your body, know how you're doing, so that you don't fall sick. Because when you fall sick, you still be the one to take care of yourself. You still be the one to go and buy drugs. So try to take care of yourself as much as you can. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Make sure you're doing workouts. Fitness. Move your body a bit, and just make sure that your body is always active. At the end of the day, you'll be fine. So yeah, guys, this is the end of this video. I am rushing because I'm running late, and I hope you learned a thing or two. If you did learn something, tell me about it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.